Hey guys, it's Legacy of Empire here today, and I have a new update video. Sorry for the long delay. Like I said in the last video, I was going to be gone for a while, and I was gone for about 2 weeks. And then this last 2 weeks has just been kind of crazy of work and kind of recovering from my annual training. And then also some of my parts didn't show up when I was hoping they would show up. But fortunately, a lot of my parts have shown up in the last week or so, and then I've gotten a few other orders I placed, and I was able to do some work. Not a whole lot to where I'm happy with, but enough to where I felt like, okay, it's time to make a video, so that way you guys don't have to worry about me, thinking I disappeared again. But yeah, so let's get into it. You can see there's quite a few things done. I got some of the landing pad kind of done, at least some of it attached here. I got this obelisk right here attached. I did a little bit more work right here. And then, of course, I have another obelisk right here done. Of course, this one's kind of destroyed on top. That's why it's different from that one. So I got a little bit done here. And then, of course, I have some rock work over here done. I was able to get this whole side done right here. And then I was able to get on this side. I was able to do some over here. And then, of course, I had to stop. Mostly because I ran out of some of the pieces I need, specifically some of these slopes. I need a few more of those because all I have is these, and these are kind of pain in the butt to use for just rock work, especially when you had to use like 500 or something. So I ran out of these, so I'm order some more, so hopefully I get more and finish this area. And also do underneath this catwalk, and then hopefully I can start over here. Of course, over here is gonna be a little different because it's gonna angle out this way, so that's gonna be different a little bit. But yeah, so I got a lot done with this. This is pretty much almost done. All I have to do is really finish underneath here in this area, do the top, and this area will be done. And all I have to do is do this area and move back. So another thing is my catwalk's not done, but I've gotten a lot of it done. I just needed a few more of these. I actually got these today, so that's perfect. I need these to build the ramp going down to the ground. I won't do that yet because I need to remove this so I can build more rock work underneath, and then I'll put this back, and then I'll build a catwalk, and then I'll also start adding some ground underneath that too. And then I actually, one more thing over here too. Here's more of the landing pad right here. This is where the ships would land. Obviously, I'm going to connect it over here. Haven't got that far yet because I need to build a little area that goes basically, because it's going to go kind of like this. So I need to build the connector point for these two parts. But I got pretty much the shape. It was kind of hard getting the shape because I was trying to do the imperial symbol, like you see right there, trying to get the shape, but it's kind of hard at doing it. Obviously it's not quite the same, but I try to get somewhat a similar shape. Very hard to do, but I think I did pretty good for it. But yeah, I just got to connect this, finish building the railings, make sure it's sturdy, and a land pad will be all done. And then this area will be officially done once I get rock work and the top done. So I got that done right here. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, really, guys. I've had more parts coming in, so hopefully I can get more of this done. My goal, hopefully, for my next update is to have at least a lot of this covered and underneath here and back here done, and hopefully this started, and I will actually hopefully be started on more base plates. I might start. Oh, sorry, my finger got away. I might not start with here quite yet because I don't want to get too far this way. I will try to start more over here because I'm going to need to add one more base plate right here. So I need to move this over a little bit because, it's not quite, and I have enough room to where I move it. Add another base plate, and then I'll start trying to build over here. Because there's a few things I'm going to try to do with here. Nothing too crazy, but just more, detail to the mock. Add more stuff to where it's not just all boring, open, orange sand. But And then I have some more parts coming in. I'm going to try to build a ship. I found the ship I want to build for this mock. I ordered some parts for that, so hopefully if I get those in the next week or two, I will have that built and I will show that off. I'm also since I'm not very good at building like ships and stuff, I also have some other things I'm going to try to have built. I'm just waiting on instructions to be done on those, and hopefully I'll get those built and I'll show those to you guys. Those probably won't be the ship. Hopefully that one ship I'm talking about will be done for the next update video, but all the other stuff I have planned probably won't be done for probably a couple months, depending how long it takes. But don't be surprised if you see like a ship here or something here or there that's like, hey, this is for the mock. But other than that, that's all I really got. I did have somebody ask about minifigure lineups, like the minifigures I'm going to use. And I think a lot of you kind of already know, like, some of the minifigures I'm going to use, like my Old Republic Army, obviously. Well, obviously, I don't want to just use the plain Sith Troopers, plain Old Republic Troopers. I'm not going to just use some of the, a lot of the custom Sith figures I have. I'm going to try to make it a little bit, spice it up a little bit. Obviously, when I get closer to the end, I will try to like actually have every single minifigure I want to use on base place just to show off. But I'm still making my own figures. I'm still waiting on. There's some custom ones I'm hoping they'll be made that I'm gonna buy once they're in stock. And then, of course, when I say making my own, I'm just using official Lego parts. I'm not printing or anything, even though I would like to. It'd be awesome if I could. But I'm trying to make my own, like Sith, Jedi, and then there's some custom-made ones from other people I'm trying to get if they come in stock. But just to satisfy for the one guy who asked, here's some minifigures I'm going to use. Of course, here's some of the custom Sith I got right here. And then here's some Sith Troopers that I made. Obviously, all I really did was add some heads and give them some hair and the backpacks, of course. So we got, of course, we got Chiss, and then we got a female, and then we got this dude right here with the cool little goggles, and then we got another dude right there. And then, of course, we got Republic Troopers, we got a Mon Cala, we got a Rodian, and then, of course, there's the Republic and Sith Trooper figures from Lego right here, and then the Sith Trooper has the backpack also. So those are some figures. Then here is actually a figure I've just got recently. It's the KOTOR from Knights of the Republic Sith Trooper, the classic, the OG Sith Troopers. Finally, these are being made into custom figures. I got a couple of these. I'm going to try to get more. I got the white ones and I got the gold ones. There's also some red ones and some kind of, I guess, black, silver ones. I guess you want to, whatever that color scheme is. But yeah, they got basically the gold. Yeah, the gold, red, white, and then the like silver black ones. And I'm trying to get a bunch of them to add to the mock. And of course, this is not set in there. Knights of the Old Republic could be. This didn't set in the the SWTOR, Star Wars Old Republic game, the MMO. For those who have played it, this. These figures are obviously 3,000 years before with Revan, but I'm still going to add them as kind of like an Easter egg because I want to add like Revan and Malak and all of them. So these guys are going to be in the mock as, a little Easter egg. Probably have them fighting maybe like Jedi Knight Revan, who I have over there. So that's pretty cool to get these guys. And also opens the door for some KOTOR mocks. So I might build some in the future. So that's pretty cool. And of course I got some Mandalorians. I'm going to add some Mandalorians in there. Here's some custom Sith I made. Here's a Pure Blood. Here's a Twi'lek, and then here's a Trandoshan Sith. I'm trying to make more of my own Sith, so there's a couple right there. And then here's a Imperial Royal Guard. Of course, he doesn't have the helmet because the helmet's kind of, I can't make the helmet, and no one's made the helmet. So here's just a helmetless Royal Guard right here. And then here's a couple of my custom Jedi. We got Mon Cala Jedi, and then of course we got a couple of humans. And then this green one, he's a Green Jedi Knight from Corellia. Corellia had their own Jedi Knight order called the Green Jedi. So I got one right here. Of course, it's nothing really too special. It just has Lloyd's outfit from Ninjago, but he's there. And I'll have a couple minifigures similar to this. And then, of course, I got there's that cool Knights that are going to be on there. I'm going to have the twins, which they're over there. I'm going to have the twins on the Mach 2 as another Easter egg to the trailer they're in, that they attack Korriban. So I'm going to have a couple of them there attacking some Sith troopers with the twins. And then, of course, I will have my Clone Army Custom Havoc Squad commandos, and the other commandos too will be in the Mach. And then, yeah, that's just like a little sample. I also will have more Sith troopers like this that will have, you have hair and heads and all that. And I'll also try to have more alien Republic troopers. And then I'll have some more, I will also have more Jedi, and then more Sith that are not made by other people, that are made by me. And then, of course, I already showed it. I will have a bunch of like some of these Sith in here, these custom-made Sith. And then I will have like Revan and Bastila and HK in there. And then I will have a few other custom characters like, not custom, but like Malik, Revan, and like Tulek Horde, Darth Jadis, Malgus. I'll have a lot of those figures in the Mach. So, a lot of figures, a lot of things going on. I'm going to try not to make it too crazy. I'm going to try to definitely do plenty of little Easter eggs, and hopefully not go overboard with how many minifigures are going to be on this Mach. It's going to be pretty big, but I don't want to make it too crowded. But yeah, so hopefully that satisfies you, satisfies the people who were wondering about that, and hopefully we'll hold them over until I do like official one. Because I'll say I will try to get all the minifigures I want to use on base plates and show them off. But that won't be probably until closer to near the end, and when I'm like actually done making figures and all that. Because I still have a few figures I want to make. More Jedi. I definitely need more Jedi. I have very little Jedi. My Jedi are definitely outnumbered in this fight. So I'm going to try to make more Jedi and all that. So, but yeah, that's all I got, guys. Sorry if I kind of ramble on a little bit. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think of the Mach so far. Let me know what you like about it. I'm excited to get past this and start getting closer and closer to the temple, because the temple is going to be probably the most exciting thing about this Mach, and it's going to be probably the first time ever being built. So I'm excited. But that's all I got, guys. I hope happy 4th of July to all my American brothers and sisters. For those who are not in the U.S., I hope you still have a great weekend, and may the Force be with you, and have a good day.